Nick speaking, and welcome to this video. Right, another update for the Year of the Wolf, and I've been working on the next unit. Now if you saw the previous video, you'll know that I've basically got these blood claws, and I was undecided what to do with them. Thanks to all of your feedback and your comments, really helped me decide what to do, and I have decided to make them into grey hunters. I'm going to use my Wolfenkind models to make some blood claws. So yeah, I had to go in and do some extra conversion work on top of what I'd already done, bearing in mind I made these originally about 10 years ago, because they were all holding like plasma pistols and stuff. So I'm going to give you a closer look at each individual model, because I didn't do that in the previous video, show you the conversion work that I've done, and hopefully you'll enjoy the video. Now, first of all, I want to just share with you what I used to actually do a lot of these conversions, and that was this here, which I find is incredibly good and useful hobby knife, slightly different to the normal type. Now, I got this in just a pound shop, so you know it's very, very cheap. But some of the conversion work that I was doing, in particular for the combi weapons, where I had to cut right in the middle of a bolt gun, this was invaluable. You know, just to be able to put it down on the desk and you just wiggle it down, it just cuts right through, a nice straight edge, really, really good. So definitely would recommend one of those. Okay, so talking of combi weapons, let's have a look at that guy first. So this is my Wolfguard pack leader, and he was originally holding a pistol. So first of all, I cut the pistol off, excuse me, leaving his hand there. I drilled a hole in the top of his hand and put a 1x2mm magnet. Now, I will have to rebase these still, so that's the only thing that's left to do, is just to take the bases off and put some pins in their feet ready for painting. I mean, this original base I had to put a penny in because he was sort of so top heavy, and as you can see I've mounted him to one side just to make him stand up with that sort of really heavy weapon. But that's not going to be an issue once I put them onto the bigger 32mm bases. Okay, so next I had to make a combi weapon because I'd run out of combi weapons in my bits box. So I got myself a bolter. And first of all, I made a combi melter gun, and this is the result. So what I basically did is I cut in here, took off all the front of the bolt gun off, and then I glued this section, which was up here originally, down right at the bottom, drilled out the holes of course for the barrel, and then I cut that piece there is the front of a melter gun, and this section here is obviously the power cabling thing from the melter gun, which again, using this knife was really, really easy, just to shave that off, allow me to put it onto there. So I did that, and of course I've drilled a hole out there with a magnet, put a magnet in there, and that is now magnetised onto his hand. Now I use some nice strong, even though quite small magnets, I use some N52 magnets, the most powerful ones that there are, and it's worked really, really well, so happy with that. So that's the first one. The second one, which is the combi plasma, was a little bit more tricky, but I did manage to do it. So this is the combi plasma. Basically I took another bolt gun, once again took off the front and moved this section down to the bottom, then got that knife and I cut out, I just cover the section, I cut out that shape, and then this top section is cut out from a plasma pistol. So from there to there is the plasma pistol just stuck on the top, and once again a little magnet in there, and that's magnetised there. That gives me his combi plasma. So yeah, really, really happy with those. So that's the first one. The second one, this guy here, now he's holding, or was holding originally, a plasma pistol. Now obviously being right-handed, the guns themselves have the hand on, so I actually cut it off at the hand. Incidentally, on this one, that's why I've cut out this section and I've got the hand glued onto there, because the gun didn't actually have the hand. So yeah, I just got myself a plasma gun, drilled out a hole into his hand, one into there. I cut off the back section of the plasma gun because it had like, let me show you, had that on it. So I cut that off just to make it a bit smaller, and that is now magnetised onto his hand. I think that one's looking pretty epic. Not only that, but he can do that if he wants to. Look at how cool is that. So not only that, obviously I've done the melter option. So this is the melter gun. Now this did have like one of the eagle things on there, so I cut that off and put this wolf pout. And again put the magnet in there, and he can have the melter gun option as well. So that is that guy. And then the next guy also had a pistol. Now he's holding that in his left hand, so just like on the Wolfguard Pack Leader, I left the left hand on there and drilled into the top of this one. And then just to mix things up, I left that back section onto his plasma gun. So that's him with his plasma gun, and that guy's pretty mean, isn't he? I mean, that gun is huge. He's got some muscles on him to hold that up. And then, of course, the melter option, so I can have double melter, double plasma, depending on what I'm doing. So that's that guy done. Coming on to this guy here, so this is the guy with the power fist, because the blood claws obviously have the option for power fist. Now of course you can take a power fist with the grey hunters as well, but I don't tend to do that. It's nice to have the option, so I thought what I'd do is I'd magnetise that up. So I took off his arm and magnetised the power fist on, and I was looking for a second option there. Now one of my reasons for wondering what to do with this unit was the fact they're all holding bolt pistols rather than bolt guns. Obviously the grey hunters have the bolt gun and the bolt pistol, and I always take them with the close combat weapon as well. Now I had a look at my bits box and I came across this rather cool looking bolt gun. Now I think I got this in the bits that Pezapoo sent me, but I just couldn't resist. I just had to use that in my army. It looks really, really cool. And then I thought, well, it would actually be pretty cool if this guy was holding a bolt gun and a bolt pistol. He has that close combat weapon anyway on his belt, so I thought that would look really, really good. So magnetised that up. I did just sort of put the magnet in there because of the shape where I wanted the arm. I had to do some green stuff work, but yeah, it's pretty minor stuff. But yeah, so that is him. That's pretty cool, I thought. This guy on the end here, I just took his gun off because it was very difficult to paint, but let me put it into its position. So that's how he is with his pose, but yeah, it's going to be really difficult to paint underneath that gun, so that's why I've taken that off there, put a little pin in ready to glue it on once I've painted it. So that's that dude. Just going to show you the poses now. Now each one of these guys has a unique pose, not only from this unit, from the first two units which I've already painted. And not only that, but the armour, where I've got like a duplicate piece of armour on one of the minis that was on another unit, I've tried not to have two pieces of armour duplicated, just to really, really make them each model look different. So I've got this guy here. Now he's got that Emperor's Children body. But what I did is on that like button section, I stuck a Space Wolf's skull just to mix things up from the other units. He's looking pretty cool. So that's him. This guy here, one of my favourite guys. He's got a whip. Look at that, that's mean. And got that pistol there with the little knife on. Puts a couple of frag grenades on there as well. So that's that guy. He's got a wolf pout on the back. So that's him. And then this one here. As usual, I've gone for loads of accessories and bits and pieces on there. There's lots of detail. This guy here, I usually use him as a power weapon guy if I'm going to have a power weapon in the unit, because he's got a rather big sword. I won't paint it with power weapon effects, only on the sergeant basically, because I don't always use it as a power weapon, but you know. But that's that guy there. He's got a pretty cool pose, and I love the shoulder pad that he's got as well. Really nice. So that is him. And then the last guy is this one here. And he's only holding that weapon, so it's got no guns at all. So in actual fact, with this guy not having a gun at all, this guy's got a pistol. But yeah, no gun, bolt gun, melter gun, combi weapon. It means I've actually only got 5 guys who are actually holding a pistol. So in terms of WYSIWYG from the unit going from Blood Claws to Grey Hunters, I think absolutely fine. Don't see any issues there. So really happy. Loving the unit. I think it's probably the meanest looking unit out of the 3. I absolutely can't wait to get it painted. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to these guys. Right, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked the unit. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.